So this is very impromptu. I had actually completely forgotten that I'd even ordered this, so I don't have my tripod with me. This is going to be a really shaky random little video of me unboxing Harris Scherzo. So all I can remember about this is that it is a take on a rose oud, a really pleasant rose oud. I have heard Josephine from the channel Jus de Rose talk about this a lot, and she really raves it and said it's a very intoxicating, beautiful take on a rose oud. Love the arty-farty packaging. So let's get into this and smell it for the very first time. This is obviously a blind purchase. I say obviously, it is a blind purchase. I've never smelled this before. So let's just, hang on one second. The box is very tightly on there. And there you have it, very colourful presentation. I'm not familiar with Miller Harris, I don't have any others, and I've never smelt anything from Miller Harris, so this is a first. Let's get into this. So I've just sprayed it, and it blew all the way up my arm, so I'm trying to get whiffs of it. Nothing overwhelming as yet. It smells musty, and it smells kind of flat, if I'm honest. Why can't I smell anything? Hang on. I've sprayed it again on my hand because I couldn't get anything before. I'm getting a slight citrusy, not bright, like the aftermath of a citrus in the top. It's very low, like it's no brightness, there's no lift, there's no elevation from the citrus, if that makes sense. It seems to start out kind of low, like it's all underpinned beneath this very low woody oud. I can't remember any notes. I think there are some sort of sweet notes in here, whether it's the fruits or some sort of actual gourmand-ish particular note. I'm not getting any sweetness though. I'm not getting much greatness from this. It's just disappearing on me. Is that normal? Very underwhelming. I'm not really getting anything out of it. Maybe it's me. I think perhaps my skin's just eating it up. I'll have to come back to this one. Okay, so I went off for half an hour just to reassess and to get try and forget about it, get a different angle on it, not focus too much on anything. And it's very unusual, this one, because if you try and smell of your skin where you've sprayed it, at least on me, it doesn't smell of anything except this weird kind of glue. The scent leaves the skin with some horrible weird chemical glue, but in the air the perfume is taken off and diffused around me in the air. It's everywhere around me except on me, if you know what I mean. I'm getting apple for some reason. I don't think there's apple listed. There's fruity notes in here. I think there's narcissus, a few other florals. This strange warm apple, not particularly heavy, and rose water. There is a slight fizz, medicinal fizz in the background, which I guess is the oud. It has I think there's some musks in here which I'm not particularly keen on. I'm very funny with musk, but I don't remember musk ever being mentioned in this one, so I wasn't, expecting it, I guess. But there's a musk in here which is getting up everywhere, up my nose and taking over a bit. Yeah, imagine apple musk, a very delicate, very pale pink rose, and some old wood in the background, like old driftwood or something, but it's very much diffused and becoming one scent bubble. I'm in a funny place with it. I'm not sure about it. I think the musk is what's throwing me off a little bit. I obviously spend more time with it and work with it a little bit. I mean, the packaging is absolutely stunning. I love this beautiful, it's a minimalist heavy glass bottle with that paint dripping upwards, which is interesting. I'm sure there's a story behind it that I haven't read. I love how the bottle looks like the paint is dripping down as you open it. I think that is really, really cool. Beautiful presentation, just not sure about the scent on me yet. So I thought I'd give my final thoughts on camera for a change. I'm sorry if that's a bad thing. Let's just talk like that, shall we? I probably won't be keeping it. The problem with Scherzo is that there's quite a hefty dose of a musk, and it reminds me a little bit of Idole from Lancome. There's a musk in that I never really got on board with. It goes as far as heavy a musk as Narciso Rodriguez, but that style of musk plays with my head. It's overbearing, it's overwhelming, it's too thick. It just gets everywhere. It gets in the brain. Anyway, there's a bit of that in here and it's stopping me from enjoying it.
The only scent that I pick out from this is this soft, warm apple with like a delicate pink rose. Not a lot of sweetness, but some. And it sits on the edge of this musk cloud. It sits on the outskirts of it. So that would make it a pretty sillage for other people. But if you're a sensitive person to musks like I am, this is going to be too much. I'm not getting much of those pretty notes that I can just about detect at the outskirts of the bubble. That hair, oh my god, does that make any sense? It wasn't for my sensitivity with the musk in here. I would say it was a pretty sexy, feminine rose oud musk, fruity. Even though it's oud and musks, it's not heavy. It doesn't make the fragrance heavy, it doesn't weigh it down, it simply makes it thicker in the air. Off the skin there's this sharp, sour, maybe it's appley, gluey, rainwater down a window. I can't explain it. It's not pleasant for me off the skin. Anyway, regardless of that, I don't particularly enjoy it. It's unfortunate. I bought it blind. That's the price I pay. I won't learn my lesson to not buy things blindly. That's part of the excitement and the fun. I'm hoping this review is still helpful, even though it's not been a positive outcome, because it's given you a perspective that might be relevant to you if you're not a musk lover. All I can tell you about this one, so that is the Harris Scherzo, and that's me, done, over and out.